Hi everyone, fB here to bring you the 9th race in Season 4 of fB's Weekly, powered by ragajungle.biz, the #1 website for Raga Jungle music, and Team Acer. This is an endurance race that I host every Saturday. The track that will be used is released just before the race goes live, and it's a mixture of different styles defined in Stadium, such as tech, dirt, speed, obstacles, etc. No registration is needed to participate, simply join the server before starting time and you will be eligible to play. Right now we're seeing some warm-ups on this week's track, which is Time Bomb by Nutella. And here's a closer look at the season. It consists of 10 races in total. Top 15 will get points in every race, with the person getting the best lap receiving 5 bonus points. And it's your 7 best results that will count. For this season, ragajungle.biz and Team Acer are sponsoring the race with €1,000, which will be divided between top 15 after the season is over. Also new for this edition is that I'm running a time attack season in conjunction with the normal race. It will also have some prize money, which is based on contributions through Twitch and YouTube. Last week, Roa won his second race of the season, and with that he has now further established his first place in the total standings. He's at 232 points, which is 35 points ahead of Wally and 40 points ahead of Sand. Keep in mind though that these two players still only got 6 results. Then we have Hobby Player at 4th with 182 points, but he only got 5 results so far. And following these 4 players, we got Tween at 5th. With 178 points, stayed at that position from last week. Morrissey 9 at 6th, gained 1 position. And Twin need to get better than 8th to improve his score. Morrissey 9 need to get better than 10th. And also Roa need to get better than 5th to improve his score. Then we have Spam at 7th, lost 1 position. We got Shorty at 8th. Aurel at 9th, gained 1 position. Link is at 10th. Lost 1 position from last week, need to get better than 12th to improve his score. Jerem is at 11th, stays at 11th from last week, got 5 results. Masa is at 12th, gained 2 positions from last week, got 6 results. Shark is at 13th, also gained 2 positions but only got 3 results. Then we have Flyer at 14th, lost 2 positions and got 4 results so far. And lastly, Saber is at 15th, also lost 2 positions and got 4 results so far. And we'll go live here in about 1 minute. And I'm sorry if your game crashed before the server started, or before I added the password, but I can't start giving out the password to players. It's just not gonna work. So unfortunately, disconnects happens a lot. The game is very unstable. I really wish Nadeo would focus on fixing this, because it's starting to get very frustrating and annoying, to be honest. But anyways, let's just focus on this race to see who's driving. Roa, the current leader of the season, will be participating, and again he needs to get better than 5th if he wants to improve his score of 232 points. We also have do we have Wally driving? I haven't seen him. We do have Sand at least, so he's at 3rd place. Still do not have 7 results, so we'll see if we can get that last result this time. And we also got Hobby Flyer driving, only got 5 results. But if you get 2 more results in these last 2 races, then he could definitely still be the overall winner. However, he has had some disconnection problems lately, so hopefully that's not going to be the case for this race. Anyways, we are about to go live here. fB's Weekly Season 4, race 9 out of 10. So we are starting to get near the end of this season. And this will be a very important race. And let's follow the current leader, Roa, through the first lap, which is made by Nutella and is called Time Bomb. We'll have 19 laps this time. It's gonna take about 45 minutes for first place to finish, and then a 10-minute timer starts for everyone else to finish as well. And we are live into the first lap, starting with a bit of dirt. And we also got 186 players starting the race. A bit of a tech turn there, followed by a bit more dirt. Roa goes up to 15th place. Link currently in the lead. Then we'll have a bit more tech, followed by an obstacle part first, a roof hit, which can be a bit tricky. And then we have this section here with a couple of jumps. Important to land straight so that you avoid getting the landing bug. Here you want to do a wall ride, followed by a downhill. And then we have a bit more tech. before the speed section will start. So here's the speed section. Jerem now goes up in the lead. Jerem, who is at 11th place in the season with 93 points. Got 5 results, so he also wanna get into the top 15 in these last 2 races. Roa will pass him though, as we have a small jump here. You can do a pretty big speed drift before this loop here, so could build up quite a lot of speed, and with that go significantly faster. So Roa with a great start here. Will he win for the 2nd week in a row? Here is a respawn checkpoint. And then we'll have a bit of an obstacle part here, followed by a bit of dirt. And this turn to the left here, you need to slow down so that you avoid the wall. Roa does a good job of that. And has now entered the stretch. And we are nearing the end of the first lap. Roa goes for a wide line, trying to build up as much speed as possible. And here is probably the hardest part of any map in this season so far. It's a half pipe. You need quite a lot of precision to land it. Roa did great here, so he will keep his 1st place. I'm expecting quite a lot of respawns there, since it's definitely not easy. And here is the end. We saw a small obstacle part before the finish line. Roa goes up in the lead, entering lap 2. Here is Shark at 2nd place, who was leading last week's race for a long time ahead of Roa, but then Roa passed him a couple of laps before the finish, and Shark made a major mistake and eventually would even fall down to 3rd place. Tween would pass him, but he's off to a great start again this week, as we see Roa landing on his back. I was telling in the first lap that this wall hit can be a bit tricky. The key is to not enter it with too much speed, because then you could have that happen. So Roa will go down to 31st place with that. Shark takes over the lead. Let's take a look at who else is doing well here in the start. We got Jerem at 2nd place, so he's still doing good. Then at 3rd place we got Spam, who got 5 results at 7th place with 134 points. So he too wants to finish this one and also the next one, the last one. And with that he could maybe go up a couple of positions. Not seeing him win the season anymore though. That's probably between Roa, Wally, Sand and Javi Flyer. Wally is actually driving. He is at 10th place right now. So both Sand and Wally, if they do well in this race, could pass Roa in the total standing, especially now that Roa had that crash, went down to 31st place. That was really good for Wally and Sand, to be honest. Alright, who else do we have here? We got Extreme at 4th place, who has won the race one time in the past. It was in race 17, so quite a long time ago. Oh, gets a landing bug. In that small jump, it's really important that you try to land on your 2 front wheels to avoid the landing bugs. You don't want to land on the side. See that Santana will overtake Extreme and go up to 4th place. Toto is at 6th. He's not in the top 15 in the total standings, but I think he's just outside of it. He's had a couple of top 15 placements. Next is Tween, who I think overtook Toto in that half pipe. Yes, he did. So he goes up to 6th place. Again, Tween is at 5th in total standings with 179 points. Has done really good lately. He was 2nd in race 6. 4th in race 7, and then last week he was 2nd in race 8, so he's been doing great and is almost ahead of Javi Flyer. Of course, he got 2 more results though. He needs to get better than 8 in this race if he wants to improve his score, and right now he is doing better than that, which could be enough to pass Javi Flyer, who I don't see in the top 15, so I'm worrying that he might have disconnected again, which would be really sad. Let's see. Yeah, I can't find Javi Flyer, so I think he might have disconnected again, which is really unfortunate. Alright, anyways, see, Extreme has now gone down to 6th place. Tween hits the checkpoint. And he's gonna go down here to 8th place, 9th place even. Bren will pass him, and so will Marmeladi. Tween down to 10th position now. We got Danik B at 11th, losing a bit of speed here. Goes down to 15th place with that. Lots of players passing him. Sand is only at 10th place right now. 12th even. Ooh, bad speed as well for Sand. Oh, and Tween having to respawn here before the half pipe. That is not a good place to respawn at all. Let's see how many positions he will lose to that. He goes down to 14th, 17th now, 18th, 19th, 21st, 23rd. Whoa, Tween losing a lot with that respawn. 29th place for Tween. He is far from the top 15 and the points right now. 30th place even at the respawn checkpoint. So also Tween dropping down. Where is Roa, by the way? I'm quite curious where he is. I can't seem to find him. Is he still driving? That is the big question right now. He may not be driving actually. Can't see him. So Tween and Roa both out of the picture here. And yeah, I don't know, like, where is Wally, by the way? I don't even see Wally in... Oh, I say Wally is at 12th place right now. Sand will actually pass him, so top 2 and 3 in the total standings are here at 11th and 12th place right now. Santana is in the lead at the moment. That is a huge surprise. He's been in the top 15 before, but never close to winning, and right now he is leading this race. Let's see if he can keep it up. Jerem is also doing really good at 2nd place. Would be a personal best for him as well. Spam is at 3rd, so Spam could improve his score quite a lot. Could potentially pass Morris89, who is at 20th place right now. So if Morris89 will not get any points, then Spam could maybe gain 1 position and go up to 6th place. It would still be behind Tween though, I think. As Morris89 goes to the right there at the jump. I think some players didn't watch the GPS, so they may have not thought that you could go in the middle there, but that is actually allowed since the GPS does it. Alright, Spam goes up to 2nd place now, has passed Jerem. Lots of action here in the start, like both Roa and Tween. Actually, Tween goes to 22nd place now, so he could maybe get into the top 15 still, but it seems like Roa is not driving anymore. And of course, he needed to get better than 5th place to improve his score, and that would not be easy, but he had a great start at least. But then that respawn happened. Alright, so Santana still in the lead now, 2.5 seconds ahead of Spam. Then Drem at 3rd place. We got Extreme at 4th. Shark at 5th. Bren goes up to 6th place. This would also be a great result for Bren. He's never been this high up in the rankings. We'll actually go ahead of Shark now, up to 5th place. Then we have Marmeladi at 7th, who is also a newcomer here to the top 10, I believe. Never been this high up in the rankings. Wally has now gone up to 9th, so we could still see Wally getting a pretty good result as he goes for a very risky ceiling hit in the half pipe. I think ideally you want to slow down a bit there, but Wally goes for a risky strat, and I guess it paid off, but I don't know. He was gonna do that for every lap. Sand with a better obstacle part and goes up to 9th place. Who got the best lap? It is Santana. 2:19.71 by Santana. He is far ahead of everyone else with that. Kind of want to spec him here. See if he does anything differently, because that is a huge difference. Off through the obstacle part here. Nice wall ride. And Spam has now gone back to 3rd place, and he is 5 seconds behind Jerem. So right now it's Santana and Jerem running away with this. I would not have expected that in a billion years. But of course, we're still a long way to go here, only into lap 5 out of 19. Santana is trying to build up as much speed as possible. 4.5 seconds ahead of Drem. Trying to get that speed drift before the loop. And yeah, I guess he's just driving faster than everyone else here. I don't see anything different in terms of strategy. And he's continuing to extend his lead over Jerem, almost 5 seconds ahead of him right now. Oh, will touch the wall though, so that's gonna cost him a bit of time. Maybe half a second or so. And then coming up to the half pipe here. Here we go, and he will also go for the ceiling hit. I think that might be the key to driving a really fast time. I never really did it in my testing because I thought it would be too risky, but yeah, it seems like Santana is going for it and it's paying off. And he's off to another lap, into lap 6, still as the leader, 5 seconds ahead of Jerem. Ooh, touches the wall before the start of the next lap. Shark has now gone up to 3rd place. Spam also losing another position. Extreme up to 4th. Spam all the way down to 5th place. 10 seconds already behind Santana, who's now 6 seconds ahead of Jerem. Wait, this is... where is he gaining that much time? I guess Jerem did crash there in the start of this next lap though, so I guess that explains it. Marmelotti goes up to 6th place here. I want to check what his best result is so far, because I don't think I've mentioned his name too often. Searching the scoreboard here for Marmelotti. I can't even find his nickname. Is this the first time he's playing? It could be. No wait, he's played one more, 3 times before. So he took 27th in race 52, 51st in race 55, and last week he took 38th. So this is quite outstanding for Marmelotti. Very, very different from what he's used to finishing at. So I suppose this track is fitting him quite well. So yeah, he's still keeping that 6th place. Bren is at 7th, also performing well on this track. I think his best result is 15th, if I'm not mistaken, which he did do in this season. Link is at 8th. Link, who is at 10th place in the total standings with 99 points. He got 7 results, so he needs to be better than 12th to improve his score. And right now he is doing that at 8th position. Wally though will catch up to him and pass him. So Wally goes up to 8th place. Where is Sand, by the way? Sand is also not in the top 15 anymore. He's down to 27th. Sand down to 27. Seems like he's not gonna get a 7th result here, unless he can make a huge comeback. And now Shark is in the lead. What the hell? Where is Santana? Santana down to 5th place all of a sudden. He was 6 seconds ahead of Jerem. Huge crash here from Santana somewhere on the track. And I guess he's not gonna win this race anymore. Well, he could still come back from this. He's only 1.5 seconds behind Shark, who's now in the lead. So this is the 2nd attempt for Shark. Of course, he was in the lead for such a long time last week as well, but then was not able to keep it all the way to the end. Roa caught up to him, and then he made that big mistake as well. But this time there is no Roa who's behind him. Instead it is Jerem, who is 7,800s behind Shark. So quite close early on. Might be an exciting finish to the race. We've seen a lot of big wins lately. Like Roa last week won with almost 15 seconds. And then 2 weeks ago Wally took it home with 27 seconds. And also the week before that was a huge win for Wally with 19 seconds. And yeah, it just goes on and on like that. Huge wins. Santana still with by far the fastest time, 2:19.71. As we see Jerem crashing into the wall. And Santana, Extreme and Spam will pass him. So we got a trio of players here close to each other. Actually, whoa, where is Shark now? Shark is no longer driving. Shark has... Did he disconnect? Oh, I'm so frustrated by that. So Shark is no longer driving. He's gonna drop down in the rankings here. Santana is back in the lead again. And Spam now up to second place, only 36. Oh, good speed there from Spam over the stretch, and he will go up in lead. Spam, who did win race 2 of the season, but after that he's not been as successful. But this could improve his total score by quite a lot. Of course, first place will give you 40 points. Coming up to the half pipe, as you see some different strats, Santana goes for that ceiling hit, and as you can see, it's much faster. So he's gonna take over the lead. So that is the key to Santana's fast time. It's much more risky, I would imagine, but it seems to pay off. So Santana back in the lead. Spam at second. Marmelade has gone up to third place. This is the biggest upset, I think. Much bigger than Santana being in the lead, because his best result was it 38 last week? So yeah, this is really good for Marmelade. Then we got Jerem at fourth. Bren at 5th. Wally has gone up to 6th place, so I don't know if that will be enough to pass Roa though. I don't think so, so I think Roa will still keep first place ahead of Wally, unless he can improve his score a bit more. Link is then just behind at 7th. Extreme all of a sudden down to 8th. And then we got Yoshi at 9th place, followed by Saber at 10th. Morris A9 at 11th, so he's in the top 15 at least. But he needs to get better than 10th if he wants to improve his score, so right now he's not. Aurel is at 12th, and Aurel is at 9th place in the total standings, got 5 results. Danik B at 13th, Shorty at 14th, and he needs to get... no wait, he only got 6 results so far, so this would be another result for Shorty. Only giving him 7 points though. And with that, he would not catch up to Spam. No, he's too far behind. Actually, Aurel might pass Shorty, since he's only 1 point behind him in the scoreboard. And the last player in the top 15 right now is Clem. Although he's now down to 16th, since Yannex will pass him over the speed section. I think Yannex is at 16th place in total standings. He's the one that's the closest to entering it and getting into the prize pot, of course. There's a 1,000 euro prize pot. Top 15 will get some prize money. Alright, let's go back to the top. Here is Santana going for this ceiling hit again, and it's gonna pay off. And then Spam going for the slower strat, so he's immediately gonna lose a bit of time on Santana, I believe. No, actually, he's catching up a bit. Interesting. Not a good obstacle part by Santana, but he's still in the lead as we enter lap 9. And we do see that Spam is now ahead with 3.5 seconds ahead of Jerem at 3rd. So it's a bit of a gap. Jerem will try to close it. Extreme with a good time, 2:19.73, but Santana still with the fastest time, and he set that time very early. As people are starting to figure out the track though, I think he's probably gonna lose it unless he can improve it himself. Drem through the obstacle part, entering the tech. Sand also improving his best time. Where is he though in the rankings? Oh, there he is, at 16th place. So Sand trying to get into the top 15 and get some points at least. But he will likely still be at 3rd place after this race is over. He basically, I believe he basically need to win this race to tie with Roa. Then he would, I think, get to 232 points. So he's a bit too far behind. He's 32 seconds, in fact, behind Santana in the lead. So Sand won't be doing that, but he might get some points at least. Trying to catch up to Shorty. Oh, and now he's ahead of him. Shorty clipping the wall. Don't want to do it here in the speed section. I'm curious where Tween is, if he's still driving. Yes, he is. He's at 20th place. Need to get better than 8, so it seems like Tween will not improve his score and stay at 179 points. Then Morris A9 at 14th place now. Again, need to be better than 10th to improve his score. Link is at 8, so right now Link would improve his score, need to get better than 12th. He's behind with 4 seconds. Spam is currently... Oh, Spam is down to 7th now. Maybe he respawned here. It's likely that was the case. So Spam now down to 9th even. Yoshi passing him as well. Was at 2nd place, at 1st place even at one point. And now Santana is 7 seconds ahead of Marmelotti at 2nd place. What is going on? This is absolutely insane. I would not have expected this at all. So these two players will be on the podium for the first time if they can keep this together. And Jerem, I believe it would also be on the podium for the first time at 3rd place. Gets a bit of a landing bug there. Oh, not the best landing at all. Extreme will pass him and go up to 3rd place. But it continues to be really close between these players. Alright, we are about halfway through, so let's just have a quick overview and go through the live rankings. Santana right now in the lead, 8 seconds ahead of Marmelotti. Extreme now at 3rd, 10 seconds behind Santana. Then we got Wally up to 4th, so he also passed Jerem, who falls down to 5th. Bren is at 6th, Link is at 7th, Yoshi is at 8th, Spam down to 9th, Yannex at 10th, Aurel at 11th, Danik B at 12th. Then we got Morris A9 at 13th, Saber at 14th, and Tom at 15th. And again, this season is sponsored by ragajungle.biz and Team Acer with 1,000 euro. Top 15 will get prize money. 1st place goes on with 500 euro, 2nd place with 250 euro, 3rd place with 1,000 euro, 4th place with 50, 5th place with 30 euro, 6th place with 20 euro, 7th place with 10 euro, and then 8th to 15th place will get 5 euro. And here is the current leader of the second to last race of this season. Goes for that ceiling hit. I'm really surprised. When I tested his map, I thought it was way too risky to go for that ceiling hit, but maybe I missed some key detail. And Santana figured it out, and I think that is a big reason why he's now in the lead with 11 seconds ahead of Marmelotti, and he improves his local record as well to 19.64, so right now he's getting the 5 bonus points as well. And Santana is not in the top 15 of the total standings. I'm not sure where he is exactly. I don't have that ranking up right now, but I think maybe it's like top 20 or something, as we see Marmelotti with a small crash. Extreme has now gone up to 2nd place. So this would be a good result for Extreme as well. Alright, let's go through the rankings here, see who else are driving. We have Royal for Team Acer at 34th place. He won the time attack competition for last week's track, Epicenter by Dudeka. Currently at 34th behind Banana and ahead of Paxmauer. We have Sybient at 53rd place behind Letalis and ahead of Cubis. 1 minute 39 seconds behind Santana, who's still in the lead. We also have Vito driving from Denmark at 76th place behind Saw and ahead of Saw. Rankings are changing quickly. We also have Archive at 94th behind the Soph and ahead of Kettle 63. Next page we got Speed MK 3000 from Germany at 104th place, behind Lion Rag 63 and ahead of Kavi. Here is Master Berserk or Master Berserk at 116th place, behind Tickley and ahead of CSR, I believe is playing for the first time. And let's see who is the current last player. I'm not seeing Elephant anywhere, so maybe he's not participating. Looks like it's Oritavi at 122nd place from Spain. Currently behind Anarchy 46. So still quite a lot of players participating. Might see over 100 players finishing. Which I didn't really expect, to be honest, because I thought this map maybe was a bit too difficult, but seems like people are still playing a lot. And again, this is also like, so many players have their game disconnected, sadly, and I mean, it really is upsetting to me because, you know, if that wasn't the case, then, you know, so many more people would probably participate and also finish the races. So it really is unfortunate that it's so unstable. Santana with a small crash, but he can afford it at this time. 12 seconds ahead of Jerem, so yeah, I mean, Santana is on his way to win the race for the first time. And he's gonna do it in a great way as well. Huge lead at the moment. Jerem keeping a small lead over Extreme at second place. Oh, and gonna end up crashing, so Extreme is back to second place again. Wally is at fourth. I'm curious now, will this be enough for Wally to take over first place in total standings? He's at 197 points and Roa is at 232, so maybe someone can do the math for that and tell me if that is enough. I think it's maybe not, I think it's not going to be enough, but it's going to be close. Like only a few points behind Roa. Marmelade, who was at second place, now down to 5th. And Spam, who dropped down to 9th, he was in the lead for a moment, is now up to 6th. And then we have Bren at 7th. Looks like Link passed him though in the respawn checkpoint, so he goes down to 8th. Yoshi at 9th. Then we got Arel at 10th. Danik B at 11th. Morris A9 at 12th, but again needs to get better than 10th. Shorty is at 13th, Nimp at 14th, and Yannex right now at 15th place. We see that Tween is at 18th place, and then Sand is at 21st. Still possible for these two players to enter the top 15 and get some points, but they will have to play good here in the end. And yeah, actually Wally is not far behind Jerem, as you can see. Only 7100s is the difference. And then Extreme you can see there in the top of the corner. So it's possible that Wally could go up to second place at least. Okay, he's gonna get 224 points if he takes fourth. So yeah, it's not gonna be enough to pass Roa. Not even if he gets the best lap as well. But right now I don't think he's close. I can just take a look at that. See Wally's best time, 221.11, so he's quite far behind Santana. I don't think he's going for that ceiling hit, and I think that could save like up to at least 1.5 seconds, so not very likely that Wally, unless he figures it out, that he will get that best lap. So yeah, he's trying to catch up here to Jerem, who's now very, very close to Extreme. Extremely close to Extreme. So, could be exciting here. Who's gonna take second and third place, but right now, Santana is the winner of this race. There's no question about it. That's a good speed drift from Jerem. He will overtake Extreme and is back to second place. You can see Wally and Extreme doing the respawn checkpoint as well. Then we do have a gap of 3 seconds down to Marmelade at 5th. Oh, huge crash there from Marmelade. Almost fell on his back. Spam will gain a position, so will Bren. Marmelade, who was at second place, now down to 7th. But this is still by far his best result. Here comes Link as well over the stretch. gaining a position. Lincoln needs to get better than 12th to improve his score. Yoshi still staying behind Marmelade though. 5 seconds almost. Alright, I kind of want to follow Wally here to get a good overview. See Extreme and Jerem just in front of him. So if Wally takes second here, would that be enough for him to pass Roa? I guess that would be the next question. No, I guess he wouldn't. He would still be behind him. Unless he gets the best lap, then he could maybe tie Roa. But yeah, anyways, it's gonna be really exciting next week for the last race. I mean, Sand could also still win it, potentially. I mean, I guess he needs to get some points though this week, and doesn't look too pretty or too optimistic. He's at 19th place, so yeah, I don't know. Sand might be out of the race for first place. It seems like it's between Wally and Roa right now, with Sand trying to secure third place. Javi Flyer, of course, unfortunately got another disconnect, it seems. The second one in a row, maybe even third week in a row. It's really ugly. So he's gonna stay at 5 results, so you can only get 6 at most. Sand claiming a good time, 2:19.75, so he could actually get the best lap and the 5 bonus points. Oh, Wally now up to third place, keeping a tiny lead over Extreme. Oh, but that's a bad turn. So he's back to fourth again. And Jerem can build up a small lead over the 2 players. Santana still keeping that 12-second lead. And yeah, I mean, he will have to crumble a lot here if he wants to lose this. Of course, this is a new situation for him. He's never been in this situation before, so I mean, nerves could play a factor here. Knowing that he's in the lead, we are into lap 15 already, so not that many laps left to go. 19 in total. So Santana, can he keep it together? Keep his nerves intact. Interesting wall hit there. Whoa, okay. That's very interesting, actually. I think that is maybe also a reason why he is doing so well, because I don't think the other players are doing that. And of course that means you have to go for this long line here. So that wall ride, or that wall hit rather, seems like another reason why Santana is doing so well. That and the ceiling hit. So yeah, this map fits him perfectly. And I mean, sometimes it's just, you kind of get lucky, you find this key detail in the warm-up, because you only get 50 minutes, so sometimes you just find something that maybe others don't. So you gotta be quick at learning the tracks as well, it's really important. Yeah, it's true that Santana could also drive with like HUD off, so he had no clue that he's actually in the lead with 11 seconds. That would be quite funny if he never knew that he was doing so well. Alright, so it's still status quo here. Actually Extreme now at second place, Jerem down to third, Wall is still at fourth, Spam at 5th place. It's a good result for Spam. He's been 5th, I believe, 2 times before in this season. Yes, I think so. Yeah, I mean, Spam could maybe pass Morris A9. I think he's gonna close the gap a lot up to Morris A9, but not sure if he will pass him with this result. Link is at 6th. Bren is at 7th. So it's a great result for Bren as he hits the wall. And also a good result for Marmelade at 8th. Aurel is at 9th. He's at 9th place as well in the total standings with 107 points with 5 results. So Aurel is also a player that could climb the rankings if he does well this race, and then also the last one next week. Shorty is at 10th. would also improve his score. And of course, Aurel and Shorty are only 1 point between them in the total standings. And this would mean that Aurel would pass Shorty with 1 point, I believe. Danik B at 11th. We got Nimp at 12th. Yannex at 13th. Maurice A9 at 14th. And Adrian at 15th place. Tween now at 16th and Sand at 18th. So they are getting closer to entering the top 15. Here's Tween just behind Adrian. Spam with a great time as well, 2:19.69. But it is Santana who got the 5 bonus points as we are now into lap 16. Oh, as we see Tween claiming the first local record, 2:19.27. Will we see Tween getting the best lap as Santana hits the wall hard? And that's a bad place to crash. That's gonna cost him a couple of seconds. No doubt, that's gonna cost him quite a lot. Let's see how far behind Extreme will be in the next checkpoint. He will be 9 seconds behind now and probably gaining a bit more in the next one as well. Yes, down to 8 seconds now. So yeah, Santana still could lose this. As we see Sand now getting the second local record, 2:19.61. Both those two players very interested in getting the best lap and the 5 bonus points that comes with it. Now I'm kind of curious. Now I kind of want to spectate Santana here to see if he will make any more mistakes or if he can keep it together into lap 16 out of 19. Coming up to the ceiling hit, and I mean, I don't know why he goes for this, so risky. And you know, you have to respawn here if you fail, so... okay, he's gonna make it again. But if he has to respawn there, he will definitely lose like up to 5 seconds or something. Extreme now below 8 seconds, so... yeah, Santana is living dangerously here. Not really used to driving safe and like trying to defend your lead. See if he does the wall hit again in this upcoming turn. Yes, he does. That's a very interesting strat by Santana. I think he's the only one who's doing it. Oh, and now Jerem is 5 seconds behind Extreme. 5 seconds all of a sudden between second and third place. And now it seems like Wally could only at best get up to third place, which definitely would not be enough to pass Roa. But you know, he wants to get as much points as possible, so he's gonna try everything he can here to pass Jerem. Go up to third place. See if Santana will avoid the wall this time. Yes. Good turn there from Santana. His car is kind of twitching. I wonder if that's because he's driving with a keyboard or if it's just some lag. Oh yeah, I forgot to use the back push camera. Gotta get used to it. Here's a good use of it. You can see Wally behind Jerem. Trend seems to be that Jerem is extending his lead over Wally. Yeah, he's now 3 seconds ahead of him. So right now it's Santana, Extreme and Jerem on the podium. I don't think anyone could have predicted that. Especially not with just, you know, 2 races left of the season and with so much prize money on the line. Alright, so Santana entering lap 18 out of 19. 2 more laps left to go for this clanless player, not driving for any team. And has been on in top 15 before, maybe even in top 10. He's been like doing well. So this is not like a huge surprise that he would be at first place with 2 laps left to go, but yeah, it's definitely going to be his best result and his first time winning. Unless something drastic happens here. And then it looks like Extreme will take that second place. And then we might see Wally going up to third, potentially. And Tween, of course, still having the best lap, 2:19.27. He is at 15th, 14th place now even, and Sand is at 16th. So we could see, well, actually, Tween need to get better than 8. I forgot about that. So unless he does that, he's not going to get a better score. But Sand only got 6 results. So if he can get into the top 15, he will improve his score at least a little. It's not going to be enough to pass Wally, but it's gonna guarantee him 3rd place a bit more at least. Alright, Santana through the speed section for the second to last time. Kind of want to spectate him and when he goes for that ceiling hit, because I feel like that's where we could see him losing 1st place. Otherwise, I don't really see him losing it at this point. Yeah, Sand is now... Oh, he was at 15th place at least. It's a really close battle between him and Morris89, who now will go down to 16th place. So Sand right now getting 5 points at least. See if he can get over 200. Here's Santana with the ceiling hit. As I'm gonna restart expansion. There we go. Starting to lag a bit. Alright, here comes Santana through to the last lap. 10 seconds ahead of Extreme. Still needs to pass this obstacle part over the grass. 12 seconds behind. He's lost a bit of more time on Santana. He entering the last lap now, and then Wally is up to 3rd place. 3 seconds ahead of Jerem, who may have respawned at the half pipe. So Wally's up to 3rd. Still not going to be enough to pass Roa though, but it's going to be only a few points between them. As we will have the last race of the season next week. So that's going to be really exciting. Bren is at 5th. We got Spam down to 6th now. Marmelade at 7th. Shorty has done a good job climbing the rankings up to 8th. Link is at 9th. Aurel at 10th. Adrian at 11th. Tween now up to 12th even. So maybe there's still a chance for him to go up to 8th. No, I don't think so. He's gonna crash there as well. Dankby at 13th. Yannick's at 14th. Morris A9 back to 15th place. And Sand is at 16th. Really far behind now. So I think he too might have respawned at the half pipe. But anyways, let's follow Santana now. He's halfway through the final lap as we see Tween securing 1st time again, 2:18.52. And with that, he's really far ahead of 2nd place. Actually, Santana's time disappeared all of a sudden. That's really odd. Oh yeah, there he is, and also Sand. But yeah, Tween looks to take that best lap and the 5 bonus points. Here comes Santana through the respawn checkpoint. 12 seconds still ahead of Extreme. The only thing that can lose him 1st place right now is if he respawns twice at the half pipe, and I don't see that happen. I'm pretty sure though that he's gonna go for that ceiling hit. It's worked so far, so no point in trying something different. Here we go. Santana coming up to the half pipe. And he will make it. Looked a bit shaky there, but he is through it, and that's gonna be it. Santana will win fB's Weekly Season 4 Race 9. This is by far his best result so far. Here we go. Santana crosses the finish line and takes home the win. Congratulations to him. Next up is Extreme for Penta. It's gonna take 2nd place, which is a great result. I think he's still gonna stay outside of the top 15 though. And then we have Wally taking 3rd. And this is gonna put him only a few points behind Roa going into the final race next Saturday. Bren will take 4th. Great result for him as well. Drem at 5th. Marmelade, another big surprise. Took 38th place last week. And now will take 6th. Then we have Shorty taking 7th, just behind him. Link at 8th. Spam down to 9th in the end. Aurel at 10th. Next up is Adrian at 11th. Lots of new local records as well in that final lap. Adrian takes 11th. Danik B at 12th. Tween losing 1 position here and then will take 13th, so he's not going to improve his score. Yannex at 14th. And Morris A9 will have to respawn in the end. Whoa. But I guess that doesn't matter. Ooh, Sand can now enter the top 15. He's gonna take 6. No, he's gonna take 15. He will take 15 since Morris A9 respawns in the end. What a twist of event there in the end. And Sand will improve his score with 5 points. Clem at 17th. Then we have Royal taking 18th. And of course, Tween will improve his score as well, since he did get the 5 bonus points. So he will also improve his score a bit. Okay, Royal took 18th. Here is SCK taking 19th. Jono will take 20th. Ahead of Super Noob at 21st. Then we have Pokadur at 22nd. Followed by... No, Vanilli passed him in the end there. Next player was Dream is back at 24th. Then we have Cami at 25th. Dutchy at 26th. Fredel Shaman at the last corner takes 27th. And here is Mario on his way to finish as well. 7 minutes left on the clock. Mario takes 28th. Next up is Banana. Takes 29th. And here is Jeroen98 Pro at 30th place. Locks out. Will take 31st. Just ahead of Snella Jasper at 32nd. Then we have Cruncher at 33rd. Followed by Caracy at 34th. And Ankakar at 35th. Bananihai at 36th. And here is Letlis at 37th. CS at 38th. Followed by Mash, the sponsor of this season, and will land on its back and will have to respawn. Did anyone pass? Yes, Roman 24680 will take 40th place. Moo took 39th, and then here comes Mash, will take 41st. Hide Fade will take 42nd, and next up is Dunsty for TND taking 43rd. Vladi at 44th. Followed by Mopsor at 45th. Sybient will take 46th. Not that far ahead of Burst. Oh, not the best landing, but will stay in front. Burst will take 47th. Value 44. With 6 minutes left on the clock, crosses the finish at 48. Ahead of Mortal Prod at 49th. And here is Cubis up next. Alright, Cubis takes 51st. Patata 11 passed him in the end there. Dudeka will take 52nd, who made last week's track. Coops will take 53rd. And here is Slapey taking 54th. Vito will take 55th. And Deep for Display finishes at 56th. 5 minutes left on the clock now when Funny comes up to the finish line, will take 57th. And then we got FS, Fun Style I believe at 58, ahead of Retinik. Oh, Ice has passed Retinik, but there comes Retinik over the grass. And able to pass Ice, no, Ice with a better finish will take 59th. Only a few hundreds ahead of Retinik at 60th. Aragon for Quantum finishes at 61st, and then we got Skid Racer at 62nd. Mr. Moo down the hole is ahead with 10 seconds of his nearest opponent, so will take 63rd. Stompy seems like he respawned. Oh, and he might have to respawn again. Yes, another respawn, so I think some players might pass him. Yes, Vonix will gain a position here in the end and take 64th. 4 minutes left on the clock. Nico 40 takes 65th. And also True passing Stompy. Will take 66th. And here is Stompy at 67th. Kettle 63 over the grass. With the last turn. Finishes at 68. Papa's Beer Pouch will take the honorable position 69th. Then we got Don't Care for Exotic. Got a cool Game Boy GIF as his avatar. Will take 70th place. Premic is next up. 7 seconds ahead of Soph, who is respawning, I think. And oh yeah, did lose a position here. Archive goes up to 72nd. And then Soph will take 73rd. Ahead of Super Fighter at 74th. 3 minutes left on the clock now. Following Dementia takes 75th. Here is G-Geek taking 76th. Circuit Breaker. Couple of seconds left to go. Not the best landing. Might be able to turtle into the checkpoint, yes. So we'll continue to drive. And looks like he's not going to lose any more positions, so he's going to take 77th. Not that much time left on the clock. Here's Hazard with a bad ceiling hit. I'm really like impressed that Santana was able to do it so consistently. Because really when I tested the track I felt like the ceiling hit was not very consistent, but yeah, maybe I missed something about it. Hazard will take 78. And yeah, that ceiling hit was a big reason why Santana was able to build up a big lead, because I think it saved like 1.5 seconds at least. Jais will take 79th, and here is Lion Rag 63. Taking 80th place. Alright, next page we got Speed MK 3000. Less than 2 minutes to go now. We'll take 81st. And here is Didari Q playing for the first time. Oh, that's a bit of a fault, and we'll have to respawn. Makes it in the second attempt. And we'll take 82nd driving backwards. X-Nuts. Oh, okay. He's able to make it through, and actually Stereo Gang has passed X-Nuts in the end and will take 83rd. X-Nuts will finish at 84th instead. And here is Flo, almost only 1 minute left to go. And I'm gonna remind myself that I need to save the replay. So Flo will be able to finish. Who else do we have driving? Not that many, so I don't know, we'll see if anyone else will finish. Flo will also drive backwards and take 85th. Okay, T Amma will also be able to finish at 86th. Anyone else? Yeah, Michael should also be able to do it. And that's gonna be the last player, I believe. So 2 more players will finish. One is T Amma, who takes 86th, and then Michael for Team Fox will take the last position at 87th. Alright, and he also will drive backwards. Okay, let's save the replay now. So I have it. Whoa, is Sydney also finishing? No, he's not on the same lap. No, I think that is it. Konzer or something will not be able to finish. Only 3 seconds left on the clock. So that's gonna be the end of the race. Let's summarize it. Santana will win the race for the first time. 12 seconds ahead of Extreme at second, and then Wally will take third. And also Tween took the best lap. And I guess we could just take a look at the standings before we go. So this was the standings before this race started. Wally will be just behind Roa going into the final race next week. Roa need to be better than 5th if he wants to improve his score then. And I'm not sure what Wally's worst result is, but I'm gonna add the results once this race is over. Sand took 15th, will get 5 points, and I think he's gonna keep it 3rd place. Hobby Flyer unable to finish again. Tween, I believe, will pass him and go up to 4th place. But yeah, I'm gonna add the results and make everything correct after I'm done with this cast. So that's gonna be it. Thanks everyone for watching, thanks for playing. I'll be back next Saturday with the 10th and final race of fB's Weekly Season 4. See ya then.